Hey! What's your name? What's your professor's name?
Wait, this is all recorded.
Art can be found in many different forms. Many people just see art in drawings and sculptures, but art can be found in many different things. Anything from music to video games. Yes, I just said video games. When many people think of video games, they think of violent gun games, or games where you commit crime for fun. Nintendo and Satoru Iwata had a different vision. From all the way back in the 70s, they saw an art in making video games, and an art of making people happy and bringing them together for a common joy. I personally can think back to a time when Nintendo video games alone have brightened up my day. Satoru Iwata's vision for video games has not only brought joy to me, but has set a standard for video games and innovation in the video game industry. Mr. Iwata joined Nintendo in the 80s as a programmer, working from the bottom. Eventually worked his way up until he became the president of Nintendo in 2002. Iwata's run as president was said to be an up and down one. He was responsible for the Wii and the DS, as well as the bad side of the equation, which is the GameCube and the Wii U. A closer look at it shows that his good most definitely outweighed his bad, as the Wii holds the record for the second most sold home video game console ever, next only to the PlayStation 2. The Wii is also responsible for the most sold game of all time, which is Wii Sports. Iwata wasn't afraid to take risks. Sometimes the risks didn't pay off, and sometimes they did in a big way. Iwata had a different formula for video games. He wasn't into the violent, bloody, and graphic style that has grown ever so popular in our generation. His goal is to make people feel any type of way except for angry. Some of his games make you happy, while others bring you together in a euphoric state. He saw his game as more of an art. He made sure Nintendo took time with his games, because he wanted to put out the best work he possibly could, even if that meant making anxious fans waiting for games to be released. When I was younger, I never considered myself much of a Nintendo fan. In fact, it wasn't until my middle years of high school that I discovered how much I appreciated Nintendo and Mr. Iwata. If anything bad was going on in my life, as weird as it sounds, I knew I could pop in a Nintendo video game, and all my mind was cleared and filled with less stress. Nintendo fans are different than most video game fans. We appreciate video games for the small things rather than the overall video game. That is why Mr. Iwata is so appreciated. He made games for how his fans wanted them, not for how the rest of the world was developing them. Over the summer, I decided to purchase and play a game made by Nintendo called The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. This game came out in 2000, so I was a little late to the show. But I soon found out that this game was far more advanced than anything on the market these days. Ocarina of Time is regarded as one of the most influential video games of all time. And Iwata's vision had a lot to do with it. This wasn't any normal video game. It was highly complex for its time. So much so that it took 3 months to beat, which is unlike me. It brought together many different elements, whether it be art, beauty, emotion, thinking, or toughness. It was all there, and they all worked together. When I beat the game, I could only help but think that Mr. Iwata was behind the whole operation, making sure not only me, but every single person that played the game got the best experience out of it. Satoru Iwata's vision is a unique one, and one that needs to be used more today, not only in the video game industry, but also in general life. He isn't afraid to take risks and truly believe that his way is the right way and the best way to do it. Not only has he made video games that I really enjoy, he has also inspired me to dream big and always work towards what I believe is right. Thank you.